Please welcome our new update, Hornet's Sting. It brings visual improvements to multiple locations, a UI rework, several new mechanics, and of course, a number of anticipated vehicles. Jungle, Sinai, and Advance to the Rhine maps are getting a fresh new look, following the update of Abandoned Factory we completed last year. Textures and objects have all been enhanced, improving the visuals of these locations without affecting gameplay. This update also brings quite a few changes to the UI. For instance, player profiles have new showcase cards, Vehicle Collector, Ace of Spades, Medalist, and Achievement Hunter. We hope these will satisfy the collecting craving of our players. Oh, and speaking of collecting, you don't need to watch surplus items pile up in your inventory anymore. We know that some players may have accumulated quite a number of things that they don't need over the years, so we're adding a way to recycle them. Combine 2 items you don't need to get a new random item with an exchange rate of 2-to-1. We're also improving data cards for shells. The main goal of these changes is to improve their readability, separate different numbers by their type, and highlight the most important parts for quick analysis. The combat UI receives an update to the minimap buttons. They're now more comfortable to use. You can still click the left mouse button to focus your allies' attention to a specific spot. The right button moves the minimap around, and pressing the mouse wheel activates or moves your marker. We also took care to make sure that these features are equally comfortable to use with controllers. High-rank light tanks are getting a new mechanic, picture-in-picture for their recon drones. If you launch a UAV and switch back to your tank, you can now alternate between the minimap and the video feed of your drone. This allows you to have a bird's-eye view of the battlefield even when you're engaging a target. War Thunder is getting a new reward system for intercepting bombs and missiles. There's also a new achievement for intercepting a bomb with a weight of more than 5,000 kilograms. Up next are naval battles, where we're adding a new hull destruction mechanic for ships. Arcade mode is getting a new aiming system that makes firing at enemy ships much simpler. You won't need to calculate lead anymore. Shells will now fly exactly to where you point your crosshair. And now it's time to introduce the anticipated new vehicles. The deck catapults are ready to launch multiple modifications of the American 4th generation multi-role combat aircraft, the FA-18. With their great performance, modern electronics, and impressive selection of guided and conventional bombs and missiles, these aircraft are among the most versatile planes in the game. Another top aircraft we're adding is a Russian Generation 4+ heavy fighter, the Su-30SM. What makes this plane stand out among its peers are its twin engines with thrust vectoring nozzles. It's the first non-VTOL aircraft in the game to have them. Thrust control nozzles give the Su-30SM a major maneuverability boost, making it extremely dangerous in close combat. Ground vehicle lineups welcome 2 versions of the modern 2S-19 MSTA artillery system. The M1 can be found in the tech tree, while the M2 is a squadron vehicle. Both are armed with a long-barreled 152mm howitzer that fires powerful HE shells and can handle any opponent. German and French ground vehicle tech trees receive new, premium light tanks, the Martyr Clovis. They're both armed with a 105mm cannon with an autoloader, as well as a secondary 20mm autocannon. The skies are now guarded by a new British SAM, the Tracked Rapier. It's armed with 8 missiles ready for launch, making it an effective tool against multiple hostile aircraft. The American tech tree receives a new SPAAG, the XM246. It brings the familiar 35mm Ehrlichen autocannons, which means it's equally good at fighting aircraft at close range, as well as ground vehicles. And of course, there are new ships ready for our captains. Here's the French Aconii corvette, and a couple of new battleships, the British Warspite and the American Colorado. And finally, we've been working hard on existing vehicles as well. The Apache, Tiger, Mi-8, Mi-24, Mi-35, Ka-50, and the Ka-52 helicopters, as well as all Abrams and Leopard 2 tanks, receive new internal modules and reworked damage models. That's far from all the new things we're adding. As always, the full changelog is available on our official website. Subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you soon!
We're too late. Skynet has been destroyed.
No, Skynet's been upgraded.
Sawyer, what's going on?
Alexei! Come on, anyone, do you copy? Nox, confirm your position.
The deal is clear. I'll help you remove your relink and escape Havoc. But first, you infiltrate the Skynet terminal and restore our comms. Respond immediately.
I'm in position. All clear.
Find the terminal. Arrival.
Welcome home, Nox. Your madness has been astonishing. You are truly one of a kind. Don't resist. Embrace.
Get out of my head!
Find him! Go!
Let's spread a little panic.
We've got you surrounded! Enemy over here!
What's your status? Have you found the terminal?
We've been set up. The server room's empty.
I was right. You're still the best. I knew you'd come back. But here's the truth. It's not Havoc that needs you. It's you that needs Havoc. We are the future.
Greetings, Commanders. Right after the loud April Fool's Day gunfights, we're opening the season with some serious new additions. The time for jokes is over. Jets are joining the battle. We are pleased to present to you the first update of 2025, Jet Power, in which you can fly the legendary turbojet-powered aircraft from the end of the war. Work on developing jet technology had been underway in many countries around the world since the early 30s, and the imminent global conflict only spurred engineers and designers on. Nevertheless, it was not until 1944 that it was seriously used at the front. Here they are, the very first combat jets. Meet them, the legendary Meteor, a deadly British machine. It was strictly forbidden for them to cross the front line in order to avoid the possible capture of these valuable aircraft by the enemy. But will this stop you, Commanders, from correcting this historical injustice and showing the Luftwaffe pilots who is the king of the sky? Matching the British Meteor is the American Shooting Star. The F-80, the first mass-produced jet of the US AAF, saw limited service in 1945 as a reconnaissance aircraft. Germany also successfully developed new weapons. The first turbojet aircraft to see air-to-air combat was their Swallow, namely the Messerschmitt 262, of which you can find two variants in the game. The Japanese Empire copied the German Messerschmitt and gave its counterpart the romantic name Orange Blossom. In Japanese Kika, the Soviet Union made its mark in this arms race with the famous MiG-9 fighter, but this machine belongs to a completely different era. We couldn't leave the Red Army without a similar aircraft, so we chose the Su-9 jet fighter, which was developed from 1944 by Pavel Sukhoi's design bureau, based on captured Messerschmitts. Every major update of Enlisted comes with changes to locations. Sometimes these are completely new locations, and sometimes, like now, we focus our efforts on reworking existing ones. We started this year by improving Silo Heights. This area, located 50 kilometers east of Berlin, played an important role during the Battle of Berlin in 1945 and is an integral part of our game by being one of the most popular battlefields. However, Silo Heights had some problems. In particular, the issue of gray zones bothered many of you, Commanders, where a well-positioned enemy tank could easily lay down fire on strategically important positions while remaining practically invulnerable. Based on your feedback and our statistics, we reduced the number of these issues. We placed obstacles that break the line of sight, added cover to exposed areas, adjusted the landscape, changed infantry and vehicle routes, and this is just a small fraction of the changes. We've adjusted problematic capture points, improved spawn point locations, updated weather effects, and improved the overall visuals of the ground and railway embankment. Welcome to the updated Silo Heights. The arsenal of the Red Army has been expanded with an excellent low BR self-loading rifle. Check it out, Commanders. The rifle was designed by Vladimir Grigorievich Fyodorov, one of his first works on the way to his famous assault rifle. Another interesting new addition, the Uragan submachine gun, also known as the Hurricane. This is a creation of partisan units, made from improvised materials and parts of other weapons. It's pretty decent for a makeshift weapon. The Germans have also received an impressive new weapon, the infantry version of the MG-81 machine gun used on aircraft. As in real life, its insane rate of fire makes it a bit difficult to use in combat, but it provides unmatched firepower, especially with its 100-round belt. American and British engineers and flame trooper squads received a new build option, the Northover Projector. This British anti-tank weapon fired self-igniting phosphorus grenades and was rarely used in World War II, but it will definitely be of use on the battlefields in Enlisted. And lastly, the German Offenrohr was added to the arsenal of Japanese anti-tank gunners. This ensures that they can counter high BR enemy tanks like all other nations. There are some pleasant interface changes too. As we promised in our roadmap last year, we have added the ability to deactivate boosters. It's simple. You can now temporarily set aside your earned boosters to save them for later when they might be more useful. This update brings powerful new additions for pilots, new weapons, interface changes, reworked and improved maps, plus battle hero awards for the best guerrilla and the best APC driver in a battle. And there's more waiting for you. To battle, Commanders. See you in the clouds.
Are you ready to lead armies to victory?
To build a nation and make it prosper like no other.
To create alliances and break them. Are you ready to rule the world?
March of Empires. Start for free now.
Whatever gods once were have long forsaken this place.
2 clicks found the jump.
There's no death to free you from this war. No glory waits for you in the afterlife. Here, we have just your steel. Your will to endure another day. And endure we must. For war will not determine who's right, only who's left.
carve out a medieval empire. Forge the ultimate alliance of medieval lords. Design, build, and siege mighty castles. Stronghold Kingdoms.
Battle World War II is a free-to-play turn-based strategy game with an impressive variety of scenarios and theaters of war. The base game gives you access to the extensive Boot Camp campaign, where you can get a feel for the unique game system. Delve deeper and you'll find that the game opens up a wealth of war fronts, each with its own set of linked scenarios, unit specializations, and gameplay mechanics. With over 1,000 units available, you decide how to build and manage your army, fleet, and air force throughout the campaigns. Engage in naval warfare in the Pacific Theater, or fight World War II from the German perspective in the Weltkrieg campaigns. Play as the Soviet faction in the Red Trilogy, or be the one to guide the Western Allies to victory. Challenge yourself in historically accurate battles, or experience alternate history thanks to multiple what-if scenarios. A unique system of specializations and commanders allows you to customize your forces with special units, bonuses, and abilities that reflect the difference in strategies and technologies of the various factions. Order of Battle comes with complete and flexible multiplayer support. You can join up to 3 other players in multiplayer matches over play by email and hot seat, supporting 1v1, team play, and co-op scenarios. If you're looking to test your skills, sign up for official tournaments and climb the leaderboards in scenarios carefully designed for a balanced challenge. If you're up for something different, Order of Battle World War II comes with an intuitive in-game scenario editor that you can use to create, play, and share custom scenarios or complete campaigns.
Ready for the ultimate World War II experience? World War II Online changes everything you thought you knew about World War II gaming. Dive into the action and your forces to victory. Show us what you got and enlist now. Sign up and play for free at worldwar2online.com. Anything else is just a game.
Hey operators, this is the Wishlist Game speaking. This year has been a massive challenge, both for players of World War III and our team. But even a whole year without game updates couldn't keep you from playing, sharing your feedback, and supporting our game. Thanks to your unwavering trust, we were able to overcome the hurdles and fix a lot of issues. And now we're ready to move forward. There's still a lot of work to be done, and we want to focus on the things that truly matter to each of you. To show our appreciation, we've prepared a special gift. The Evergreen Battle Pass, available to every single one of you for free. The Battle Pass includes new weapons, the MSBSN, designed for mid-range combat, and the close-range WSW-15. 50 levels with unique rewards, new strikes, rare blueprints, upgraded weapon parts, and more. We've implemented lots of bold tidbits for your customization pleasure, so you can better express your mood and style. Thank you for staying with us and helping us improve World War III. We cherish all of you, and we're already working on new and exciting updates to enhance your gaming experience. Fall out, operators.
vast armies. Lead your royal family. Conquer new lands. The time has come for total domination. Imperia Online. Play now for free.
东汉末年，汉帝无道，重信宦官，祸乱朝纲。朝中忠良欲拨乱反正，反遭宦官毒手，一时血染京师。大汉天下从此愈发动荡不安。
In Gyeongju's smoke and flame, the golden crown splits night's dark veil. Storms assail, yet Scylla will not fall.